Hi there, and thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be a quick little video to show an interaction between an Arcane and Baruch's Reactive Storm. Baruch is one of the strongest frames in the game, capable of the highest damage from abilities, uh, with a couple of exceptions, but in terms of easily accessible power from your abilities, this is one of the tops, and it's due to his 4. There is an augment for it called Reactive Storm. Uh, Serene Storm Augment, Desert Wind is granted 250% status chance, increases with power strength, and changes its damage type to match enemy weaknesses. This is like a bread and butter augment. Like, this is required if you are doing a 4 build and you want it to be just that much stronger. Allows the status chance to get incredibly high and make like a status build on his 4 relevant, and is frankly just pretty fucking busted. Because whatever the enemy is weak to, or weakest to, the impact portion of Baruch's Serene Storm, or Desert Wind, not Serene Storm, will change to whatever the element that the enemy is weakest against to. Now, there's some nuance to it. Beyond that, in terms of like which status gets picked, but I'm going to skip that because this is about an interaction with an Arcane. The Arcane is Magus Accelerant. On Void Sling, reduce enemy resistance to heat by, at rank 5, 65%, which is what we currently have equipped. When you look at, we're going to be shooting, or we're going to be hitting Grineer. Let me pull up the page. Thank you, Wiki. When you look at these bonuses, these are how weak an enemy is to that type. But Puncture and Heat have a special nuance to them, where because of these arcanes, where you can reduce an enemy's weakness to it, is actually modifying this number. So Heat has 25. Magus Accelerant can increase the weakness of Heat all the way to 100%. What that means when combined with Desert Wind is that even when you have not modded for heat, Desert Wind will turn into heat, which normally would never happen. If the Grineer has ferrite armor, it would always choose corrosive. If it had alloy, it would go radiation. If it was unarmored, like just regular health, cloned flesh, it would pick viral, because it's literally picking whatever the plus 75 is, based on what defense is relevant. So even on an unstripped Grineer, so it will have ferrite or alloy, we will be able to use this augment, or this arcane, to change the heat to plus 100% and force Reactive Storm to pick heat. So, okay, let's see the interaction. I am going to use a modding config with literally nothing on it. And just to see the build, this is the Baruch that I level capped with using the heat build. And I really didn't need the arcane until basically the very end, where I really needed to start getting like tens of millions of damage. But this was how I was able to boost the damage. Had some people ask about it. I've been meaning to make this video for a while. But Reactive Storm, a decent bit of strength, not a ton. Status chance bonus is 557. So it ends up being a little bit shy of 100, right? Yeah, 98.6, but that's basically 100. So, okay, we're going to load in some nerds. We're going to get our combo up, because this is actually a Theros Strike Baruch. Our restraint's going to drop. All right, we're good. So if I activate Desert Wind and I auto this guy, reactive storm is changing to heat. Now if I void dash, right, do it like 2-3 times, and then I auto, it's picking the guy behind me. Okay. If I auto, you can see it changing to heat. And this guy, because I void dashed through him, it is picking heat now. There is a puncture arcane that does the equivalent, because even though the enemy has armor, in terms of raw damage, it is weakest right now. When I void dash through it a couple times, it is weakest in terms of raw damage to heat. So you can see it jump. And this was the thing that allowed Heat Baruch to make up the huge damage difference. So we're going to kill everything. That's the PSA. There's one for puncture also from Little Duck and Fortuna. And there's obviously accelerant for heat. So just keep in mind, this is something you can do. It is a really, really nice finishing touch on a build like this. It is super niche, but it's just I wanted to get the information out there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Video over. Have a blessed day, guys.